You're stuck on the side of the road and your Honda won't start, I recommend removing this plastic off of here.
For the people that this might not be clear for, remove the plastic around the steering wheel electronics.
Huh? The frick?
And trying to wiggle this as you turn your key. And more than likely, you'll be able to get it start if you kind of fidget with the key quite a bit. At the very least, leave it neutral, but this has got another problem that we need to fix another day, which is it won't go into park. So, but then again, it's got 313,000 miles on it, and she's a trusty old gal.
Check engine light.
That's because I removed the bulb a long time ago.
Today we've got Honda Civic that won't turn over. This is not the same damn thing as a car that won't start, because the car that won't start will turn over. Turning over means your engine will go rah, 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 rah. That's for the youth of America that doesn't understand the difference. I need people to understand this, so when they message me on Clay's AC and Auto Repair and I help you with your car for free, you can explain the difference to me.
All right, so here's the deal. We stick our key in the ignition. It makes all of these buzzy whatever things. It won't turn over. Yes, it's in neutral. You can turn an automobile over when it's in neutral.
So in this video, we're going to try to find the defective part, remove it, and replace it affordably, and take a look at it. My name is Clay with the Clay Way here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and this is a pretty common problem with Hondas that you might not know about because of inexperience. But I'm here to tell you, if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. If you dig what we do down here on my show, please consider subscribing, clicking them notifications, sharing my videos, and give me the sweet old thumbs up. Also, you can make a comment, negative or positive, I don't really care. And if you've got a question for me, you can hit me up on Clay's AC and Auto Repair. I can help you with your whip, but I can't help you with that old baby mama drama. So keep that to yourself, please. So today I'm going to show you what I've found out over the years, and this can happen on a Honda from the mid-90s all the way up to whenever. Good thing about this part, in this situation, it's lasted over 300,000 miles. So I can't really say it's all that bad of a thing. But I've had it happen to me 5 or 6 times. So it could be happening to you too.
First thing we need to do is we need to remove the plastic shroud that's surrounding the steering wheel. Mine's been off for a number of years. There's a couple screws down at the bottom of it you need to remove, and then you take both pieces off. Now we need to identify the mechanical portion and electrical portion of the ignition switch, which is located on the opposite side of where your key goes in. It's this black box right here. Sometimes when this is a problem, you might think it's a relay or something like that because you're going to hear some buzzing and stuff up underneath the floorboard there. It's generally not. It's generally this thing right here. And inside here, there's little copper tangs. When you spin the key and it turns this, that copper wears out over time. So we're going to remove this defective one.
I wonder how many people we can get to comment that says that they've replaced one of these on their Hondas.
That we got off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. We can do this without pulling the steering column down, and even if we have to pull the steering column down, it's just a couple bolts up there, so don't worry. If anybody else can do it, you can do it too. And we've got a Phillips screw that we've got to remove under there, and an electrical connection, and another Phillips screw that's going to need to be removed. We'll get this puppy out of here. The thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my steering wheel down. I'm going to pull it as far forward as I can. But you don't even need to disconnect the battery, but you do need to get this screw out, and that's going to be challenging. Definitely going to want to use a longer screwdriver, even though it seemed like we should use a short one.
No, that ain't frickin' gonna work either, but I got another idea.
So this Phillips screw is a P1. Use my little ratcheting thing to get up inside here and take that screw out right there. Don't lose that sucker. That looks like a special little screw right there. Now, in case you're unaware of it, there are 4 different styles of Phillips bits. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So using the proper one is going to allow you to get that out without stripping it. Now, up underneath here, we've got a little thing that we need to release and another Phillips screw. 2 hands, we need to push down on this and pull out on this connector. Then we need to remove that other Phillips screw.
If you've ever tried to remove a connector and you couldn't remove it, push it towards the object, pushing down on the tab, and jerk it back very quickly. You're used to jerking stuff, so I know you'll be fine. And that connector will come off almost every time.
Now, with both screws out, We should be able to remove that off of there. Now we want to look down inside here and make sure that our new one is clocked the same way as our old one, so when we reinsert it, we do not break it. See, that's not correct. Most of the time, right out of the gate, yours is going to be correct because your key is going to be turned off or something. Now we just quite simply put it up in there. Do not force it. Just allow it to mesh. Now, because there's some dumb people out there, make sure you put back in your 2 screws and plug in your electrical connector. Trust me, somebody would have made a comment.
And I probably should have let them, because it actually helps the algorithm when you make a comment. So you can put anything down there. Put a pile of poop down there if you want to. Doesn't matter to me. It just helps everything go.
Okay, we got that thing installed. I've got my fingers crossed and I'm touching a little bit of cloth. We're going to see if I'm right, that this was the problem. Never know, I could have been wrong. Now I'm just going to pull this thing apart and show you what the innards look like and see if I'm correct about the copper just wearing down. Yeah, I kind of destroyed that a little bit. See now, if we take a screwdriver and we insert it in there like this key, we're going to hear all that stuff moving inside there. And these are little copper tabs that are touching on these bigger spots and sending power to your starter and your relay and stuff like that. So we're going to do a little bit more disconstruction of this. Demolishing, I guess I should say. All right, so we get down inside here in the mechanism, and yeah.
There's really nothing to see inside here, damn it.
It just didn't work, I guess. I don't freaking know. But it turns inside there and does coppery electrical type stuff and then sends all that power out to these little wires. Actually, these are pretty big wires that are like 10 gauge, but sends all that stuff out. Doesn't matter.
I'd show them that.
Oh.
See how more worn it is?
Okay. Well, maybe maybe we will. See how worn out all of that stuff is? That's why it didn't work. And that's why you could wiggle it and sometimes get it to work. I didn't even look at this part. What kind of dummy am I? Look at that.
Why are there 2 of them?
Yeah, I guess he's right. See how burnt that is right there?
That's
That's burnt.
See, that explains, because I could turn it and hold it, and sometimes if I heard it, you know, like it was trying to make that connection, that's that noise we were hearing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would hold it while it was making that noise, sometimes it would start.
Yeah.
So it just had to get a strong enough connection.
Yeah, it's just dirty. Mike could have took this apart and saved ourselves $15, but then could we put it back together correctly? Yeah, that's the real question. Doesn't matter now, we got a new one. Whoa! Yeah, it never did that. At least not for like 2 years.
Do it again, just to make sure.
No fucking way. Oh, it's all fixed for like 15 or 16 bucks. Good job, Playboy.
Always look at stuff before you pay somebody big dollars to do it for you. Don't be the next to them, be the absolute first of you, and if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. You know what to do. Click them subscribe buttons and all that crap. God bless, folks. Have the best of days.